I'm about to show y'all Great Expectations tomato trellis. I thought about calling it the Power Tower or something like that, and that sounded pretty good, but Great Expectations just kind of hits you where the heart is, you know what I mean? After all, I like, some of that fancy literature. Anyhow, I started gardening in 2020. One of the things that I have come across, I guess it was last year, I don't know when he put it out, but Josh Sattin put out a video called "A Trellis to be Jealous of," I guess, or a trellis of which to be jealous. It's a trellis and jealous, I know that. Anyhow, and you see a lot of folks referencing that, a lot of folks doing it. It's because it's a great idea, and it's fairly easy to do. And I did it last year. I used a lot of those. I did a lot of trellising with using that same technique. However, one of the things that kind of concerned me about it is because I also watch M.I. Gardener, and he was doing 9 foot 10 foot tall tomato plants. Well, I didn't want to limit myself to only at 5 foot 6 foot, because even if you got 7 foot T-posts and put them in the ground, sink them a foot deep, that's going to leave you 6 foot, and you still got another 3 foot you can get out of that. Well, I come up with kind of a combination of trying to get to that 10 foot mark, and Josh Sattin's trellis to be jealous of, a trellis of which to be I don't know. Anyhow, I'm about to show y'all Great Expectations. Maybe I should have led with that. I may have to think that over and redo it. I use the same 10 foot electrical conduit for the crossbar, and the same PVC tees. All I did was, instead of using the T-post for the part going up on either side, I used another electrical conduit. I still had them from last year anyhow. So this allowed me to go up 10 foot, and I'm hoping these tomato plants will go up there with it. And I've gone through, you'll notice, and I've got these done with tomato clips down here. And I'm wrapping that string around the tomato plant, and as it grows, I will continue to wrap it around that string, so it can, have support all the way up. I started gardening, I guess, 2 years ago. Well, in 2020, I expect there's a whole lot of folks that did that. I was playing catch up because a lot of folks been gardening for a long time. My grandparents gardened. Reminds me of a story. They asked me and my brother to go pick all the cucumbers that were ready. She was tied up in conversation, my grandmother was. So we proceeded to pick everything we thought was a cucumber. Ended up we pulled every one of her cantaloupes. That was sad. She was upset. That's as mad as I ever saw my grandma get. Thanks for checking out my Great Expectations tomato trellis.